you hear like our story about Ozempic. That thing suppresses your appetite. We were talking earlier about your metabolism. You have to be hungry. I have climbed the who are on Ozempic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Lifetime. I think they have a plan. Don't quote me on it, but I heard it. It's $40,000 a year.
Wow.
They give, but when you really break down, it's not that much. 40,000 divided by 12 is not that much.
Bro, 40,000 is a lot of money.
But my thing is, why not invest in your health?
But 40,000?
If you have the money, why not? And as you get older, you lose muscle mass. Some studies say after 30, you lose 1% of muscle.
Yep.
Every year. So it's hard to gain muscle. I have this 63-year-old woman. They messed up her shoulder. She was supposed to have surgery. She couldn't even sit down and get up without holding into something or someone helping her.
Wow.
After 6 months with me, no shoulder issues. If anybody got 2 good knees to sell, I'll buy them.
What happened to her knees?
No, I mean, I got quad tendonitis. I have an L4 herniated disc. Had surgery in my hip. I'm all broken, but I'm not stopping. I feel good though. Focus on the gym, man. One body, one life.
And this is the Quicky Sidebar Talk.
I'm a strength and conditioning coach. Nutrition coach.
So do you have a certificate or anything?
Yeah, I got my CSCS.
CSCS, what does it
Certified
stand
strength conditioning specialist.
All right, so is that what they call a trainer?
No,
Fitness trainer?
No, we have personal trainer. We have coaches. You know, most people call themselves coaches, right?
Okay.
But to be a coach, you have to, in my field, you have to get your CSCS.
All right.
To train athletes. Like me, I train athletes.
Okay.
I train regular people too, but I specialize in training athletes.
Oh, I see. So is there any difference between a trainer, a coach?
There's multiple coaches, right? There's football coach, there's position coach, plenty of coaches. But in my field, I'm a strength and conditioning coach. So I train athletes to get better in their specific sports, right? So I want to train. If I'm training a soccer player, they're sport specific for that player. The training protocol for that player. So
I see.
I make that player strong, and I give them muscular endurance so they can perform better at their specific sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
but I studied as a trainer. I studied as a personal trainer.
Personal trainer. Got you. And you say you're a nutritionist?
Yes, I'm a nutrition coach. So I do nutrition for mostly for my athletes. But for regular people too, but like mostly athletes.
Are you certified for that too?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you need to, is it like mandatory, like before, like if you're a coach, you also need to be a certified nutritionist?
It's better.
It's better, but it's
better
not like,
because if you're serious about like the athletes, right? The result. If you want them to perform well, it's not only the training. Gotcha. Nutrition play a big part in the development of the athlete, the performance of the athlete. And I have my pyramid for me. Personally, I always focus on nutrition. Sleep number 1, nutrition second, flexibility, mobility, and the training is always last. Okay. It's easy. Training is easy because most athletes are gifted anyway, so they don't need a lot to get them to the top. They already got the mindset, they have already got the gift, but if you can get an athlete like Cristiano Ronaldo, like guys like Messi, like LeBron, they invest a lot in the nutrition. But it's not only the training, it's the recovery part of it. Because you are what your body process and absorb. Because you are what you eat. So nutrition, if a coach they know a little bit about nutrition, but they're not certified nutritionists. There's dietitian, they're not. So they can give you a little idea of what you should be eating, but as a certified nutritionist, you know more, and you can help the athlete better.
Okay. Speaking of athletes, you mentioned that they don't need a lot because they're already gifted. They don't need to train a lot. Is that what you say, right?
No. I mean, they still need adequate training.
Okay.
They still need to focus on the technique because as a strength and conditioning coach, everybody's different. Yes, you have protocol for each athlete, but again, we do it by cycle. Gotcha. We have the microcycle, the entire training program. We got mesocycle, we got microcycle, and again, individual differences. Everybody will adapt quicker or faster than the other. So you have, based on the athlete you're training, you have to know if he's progressing according to the plan, to the program or not, because things happen, right? So it doesn't mean that they don't need a lot of training. It depends what time, when in the cycle, under cycle they are, what kind of program they're running, how quick they adapt, how quick they make progress, how quick they recover. So that you have to take in all this into account because they have to recover in order for them to progress.
Okay, going back to my question, the one I was going to ask you, how many days and how many hours should someone be at the gym? Training,
regular people
out?
Or athletes?
Let's do both. Let's start with athletes and then we go. Let's start with regular people.
Regular people.
And then we go.
So again, for me personally, I believe that too much can become a problem, too little can become a problem as well. You're finding the sweet spot. So if you have a desk job, yes, you have to get your step in, right? So 3 to 4 days the most. I like 3 full body workout for someone like this. Again, if the goal is to have optimal health, right? So when I say optimal health, that means that the blood markers are on point, body composition is where they want to be. They want to wear that little tight T-shirt, They want to see some muscle showing.
For the ladies,
body fat percentage I'm big on that too, because at the workout yard we have the end body, so we can check. So if they're really serious, we do the DEXA scan. So that's a more advanced scan for the person. But again, 3 to 4 days the most, including athletes.
Okay. How many hours?
In season, you don't want to push the athlete. They're already doing their sports. They already have their own coaches, so you don't want to load them. Off season, yes. Off season, after the break, after after the season, they need some time to rest, right? To heal. So when they're back in the gym, focus. I like the off season better for athletes because you can focus on their weaknesses. So you can pinpoint muscular imbalances like dysfunction in certain joints. So you can fix those. So that again is all the different individual differences, So, but regular people again, 3 days full body workout. They active in terms of they get the step in. But if you have a construction job, if you have like a cleaning job, like if you're a cleaner, you're a construction worker, the last thing I want you in the gym is 4 or 5 days. I don't want you in the gym for all that long because you're already burning like average. Your step is about like 12,000 to 15,000 steps.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that's too much. But someone like this, I will tell them, hey, we relax, we do some of your cardio, get some strength training, but focus on the nutrition. Nutrition always comes first.
Oh, let me build up on what you just said, right? Because I heard people saying before, oh, I don't need to work out. I don't have to go to the gym because I walk to the bus stop almost every day. Is that a form of workout? Do you still need to go to the gym? Oh, that's fine.
No. You have to move. Again, that's not enough. Okay. That's not enough. So you have to lift weight. Whatever you call it. Strength training, resistance training, HIIT training, people do CrossFit. You got to move your body, right? What is optimal, I always say, I like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
I like to keep it boring because if it's boring, I believe boring gives result. I'm not a fan of going to the gym and doing 500 exercise. No, you got your kill lift, you got your money maker. Do them. Your squat, your deadlift, your bench press, your strict press. You got your sled. If you don't have a sled, you got your skier. You know, those things get your whole body moving. Because the goal is to, again, send the right signal to the body to grow, right? So if you're on the treadmill, if you go to the bus stop, how many calories you think you're burning? Not a lot. You know, so.
So how many hours do someone need to work out at the gym?
In the gym, no more than an hour.
No more than an hour?
You're not a bodybuilder. If you're a bodybuilder, that's a different story. And most bodybuilder, again, I don't want to generalize things, but if you're a bodybuilder, again, you take that sport seriously. That means that you're sleeping. That means most likely you're not natural. So you have help, right? So you can afford that extra 30 minutes on top, or that extra 2 hours or 2 a day, some bodybuilders do, because they enhance. They have the drugs to help them recover, right? With a natural lifter, no, you don't want to do that.
So that 1 hour, does it include breaks between?
Yes.
All that?
Yes.
So how?
Because if, like, for an example, you come in, you warm up, you do your dynamic stretch, and you get your workout ready for you. Let's say you do the app, let's say you know what you're doing, or you do with a trainer. The trainer, like a coach, he or she already have something ready for you. So you come in, do it, depending of what phase you are in your cycle. Because I do it by cycle. It doesn't matter if it's an athlete or a regular person. Always.
Yeah.
I like 6 to 8 weeks. Test you again, deload, new cycle, new program. I do it that way. And the end body is the best way to measure progress. I don't believe, I'm losing weight. It doesn't work that way. If you might be losing weight, you're losing muscle. So you just become a skinnier version of yourself. Or you gain weight. Did you gain muscle or body fat? So we have to check. You know what I mean? So
how long should be the break between sets?
it depends. It depends. Strength training, I like my client to do around 3 to 5 minutes. Like a power lifter.
Wow. That's taking like half, like you're pretty much working for
But
half
again,
an hour.
it's usually like I don't do more than 3 exercises if I do strength training. If I don't do more than 3.
Why?
Again, because I do the intensity. I do it based on intensity. I always around like 80% minimum of the max. So I take the client max, I start with them with 80%. As you progress, it depending of how strong they are, how advanced they are, how quick they get it. So I go up to 85% or 87%. So once you're around that range, you need time to recover. Because you cannot have someone do a deadlift or a back squat at 87 or 90% or 85% and tell them 90 seconds go back under the bar. That's not going to work. So to do that, you have to be around 65 to 75% of your max.
So I'm always curious about this, right? How does it work? Because you have some people going to the gym to lose weight, and you got some people going to the gym to gain weight.
Yeah.
Okay, how?
What do you mean?
So we're going to do the same thing, but
it's about
one
the goal.
person goes to lose weight, the other person goes to gain weight, but we're all doing the same thing, lifting weights or running or whatever we're doing at the gym, same place, same thing, but different results.
Okay, so
how can you gain weight and how can you lose weight going to the gym?
It's easy.
How?
For example, someone like you, what is your goal? When I first met you, what was your goal?
To gain weight.
To gain weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, he is my coach too.
To gain weight, right?
Yeah.
But you had problem eating. Right? You couldn't eat. So when you train the right way, your body need food. Your body, you will feel hungry. You will be hungry. So you can eat now. So I don't expect you to feel hungry to change your metabolism, to change in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But after 4 weeks, after a month, your body's gonna say, hey, it's keep doing this it's been doing this for 4 weeks now. Now your muscles are gonna grow. You're gonna need more energy. So therefore, energy gonna come from what? From food.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to eat more. So the more you eat now, instead of you eating 1,500 calories for the day, now you're gonna eat like 2,000, 2,500 calories for the day. And that little exercise that you do, you will be at a surplus in terms of your calorie. So then you gain muscle and you gain weight. So which is the inverse of someone who's trying to lose weight.
Okay.
The person who's trying to lose weight, if they have a problem not eating as well, they will feel hungry. Well, I always tell people, if you feel hungry, it's a good thing. Don't be afraid of it. But
how about if you're trying to lose weight, but you feel hungry all the time?
That's a good problem to have.
But
That means your metabolism is working, so it's good. You have to control what you eat now. So you have to control.
Oh, so it's also about the type of food that you eat.
Exactly.
Got you.
So it's all about like the quality of food you're eating. Like I said, you are what you eat, what your body process and absorb. So if you're eating junk, doesn't matter what kind of training you do, you're gonna look like junk. But if you're eating like whole food, fruits, vegetables, animal protein, like, yeah.
Is it important to take on supplements?
Yeah, some supplement is good. But again,
is it mandatory?
I'm not gonna say that because I'm not a doctor. I don't go beyond the scope of my practice. I take certain supplement myself because I consult with my doctor. But I'm not one of those people who tell you, hey, take this, take that. You have to check with your primary care.
But you're a coach, right? You're also a nutritionist. So do you recommend supplements to your clients?
Yes. If they come to me, I'll always tell them, make sure you check with your physician first, your primary care first, and you get tests. Again, some people come with certain disease, certain illness, right? I know based on what they have, I can advise certain things. I already know what they have. And I always tell them, hey, consult with your doctor first. I don't do anything beyond the scope of my practice. I don't do that.
Okay. So speaking on disease, you mentioned one. Oh, you mentioned like disease. I heard people saying that, oh, I cannot lose weight because of my family history, you know. Everybody's big in my family. So
yeah, the lifestyle. Most people's lifestyle. Most people use, oh, I'm big boned, you know.
But wait, if you take two overweight people, right? If they birth a child, most likely that child's going to be big by default. Am I lying?
Again, it's a lifestyle.
But the babies
it's a lifestyle. They don't get that big by. Again, I don't like to generalize thing. I don't like to generalize thing. But most of the time you see people with a bad lifestyle. You know, they're eating, they're not paying attention to what they consume, right? But let's do this. Most of us, we plan everything we do, right? Our vacation, we already know how much it's gonna cost. We know where we're going. We know if we're staying at a hotel, Airbnb, if we're renting a car. We plan everything. We know how much money we have in our bank account. We know everything, except our body or the gym. You'll see people in the gym, they have no idea what they're doing. They look lost. Or they come to the gym so they can go eat bad. You're defeating the purpose, right? So they don't feel guilty. That's not right. So I'm talking about the lifestyle. So I'm not saying some people have certain underlying condition where they will gain weight, right? Or they taking certain medication. Yes, the baby might be predisposed to that too. But most of the time, I bet you, 80% of the time, I'm being generous, is a lifestyle. Because I remember me, myself, I was a fat kid growing up.
Oh, you were?
Yes. Why? My mom was this strict woman, all about control what you eat, portion, proportion, stuff like that. And growing up in Haiti, my dad is like, no, you know, the bigger you are, the better it looks for me. Because back home, when your kid is big, that means you have money. Yes, the guy had money. But why? You had money. Everybody knows you have money. Why you had to make me big so I can emphasize your wealth? You know what I mean? But again, you'll know it. Like if back in Africa, like
Yeah.
Where are you from? Like
Congo, yeah.
Congo. If you say fat kid in Congo, I mean, damn, these people have money.
Speaking on that though,
But again, that's the difference. Two different mindset. My mom is from like that rich part of Haiti, that white collar people focus on health, nutrition, stuff like that. But my dad is like an entrepreneur, like countryside. You know, like, hey, I don't care about health or what I look like. I want my kid to be big so people can know that I have money. That's it. But it's like it was a tug of war between those two. And me, I like to eat. So I listened to my dad. I ate. I got big.
So you're a fat kid.
I was a fat kid. People used to make fun of me all the time. It took me a while to lose that weight. And I became obsessed. I couldn't run 2 minutes. I had asthma, I had you name them. Yeah.
So is it concerning if someone is like, let's say, under 40 or maybe a little over 42, or let me say under 40, but they do have a belly. The belly is like out, but they're not fat. They just like, let's say someone like me, but I do have a belly. Is it concerning?
That's a problem. That's a visceral fat.
Because back home,
that's a fat around your organs. Your kidney, your liver, your heart. That's a dangerous fat.
Oh, because back home, like you talk about back home.
Yeah.
Back home,
you see skinny
somebody
guy,
like that,
called skinny fat.
The belly,
yeah.
You're like, damn, they got money.
That's my point. So, and the kids is the same. Yeah. They feed the kids, and the kids is like so big. And again, it's the wrong food because it doesn't matter what you eat back home. If you eat from the ground, from the soil, like in the garden, like me, I live in a compound. My dad had a big house.
Yeah,
it's a compound. We have everything in that. We grow everything in there.
Yeah,
you know, but I didn't eat those food. We went to the supermarket. Gotcha. Again, to show people we have money. And those food are bad. It's hot dogs, pizza, all those crap, like processed food, fast food that we were eating. But if we stuck to eating what we produce from the ground, I would not be that.
Much better, yeah.
Yeah, I would not be like that.
Yeah. Do you think it's important to have a coach, a trainer?
Yes.
Why?
Because, like I said, most people plan everything, right? To drive a car, did you just get behind the wheel and start driving? No, you had someone teach you, right?
Yeah.
To be a cop, you went to the academy. To become a soldier, you went to the army, to boot camp. To be a doctor, you went to school. In the gym, there's a problem. People have no idea what they're doing in the gym. And you see them year in, year out, looking the same. It looks like a hamster wheel.
But nowadays we do have YouTube. What do you think about it? If someone just go on YouTube and learn
it's not enough.
Okay.
It's not enough. I can coach you. I have people that I've trained for 2-3 years right now. I catch them doing the exercise the wrong way from time to time. And all it takes is one movement, one bad movement.
That was me. That was me too, man.
To get hurt. Because again, if you get hurt, you're already someone who doesn't like to work out. You're going to quit.
Yeah.
So I have clients, I pretty much literally baby them. That's why I love athletes. I don't have to baby athletes. Yes, some of them you do because they diva, right? If people in their head, but the athlete I have the chance to work with are usually D2. They have to work for that. Or they're trying to make varsity. Yeah, they have to work for that. So I don't have to worry about them. So whatever I say, they do. But you got the D1 athlete or professional athlete, they the diva. You have to pretty much baby them, some of them. But again, yeah.
Do we charge them the same as regular people?
No.
Why not? That's not fair though. They're supposed to get the same.
Yeah, they don't get the same
price.
treatment. They don't get the same training.
Oh, okay.
They don't get the same attention.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
so
sense.
my athletes, I do PNF with them. I do myofascial release for them. I do nutrition for them, and I train them. And I'm available to them 24 hours. So I cannot charge them the way I charge you for that matter.
Yeah.
But if you want the same treatment, you have to pay athlete's
price.
You know?
Athlete's price, yeah.
I've seen either Lifetime. They have I think they have a plan. Don't quote me on it, but I heard it. It's $40,000 a year.
Wow.
They give you a nutritionist. They give you a coach, a trainer. They give you a trainer, nutritionist. They have a therapist for you for sleep, to help you sleep.
Damn.
They do massage. Yeah, but when you really break down, it's not that much. 40,000 divided by 12 is not that much.
Do they pay rent for you too?
Huh?
Do they pay rent in that 40,000? You
I
give
mean,
them?
come on.
Yeah, I mean,
But
damn.
again, that's.
Bro, 40,000 is a lot of money.
But my thing is, why not invest in your health?
But 40,000?
If you have the
I gotta
money,
be making $500,000.
if you have the money, why not?
Yeah, you talking about the elite people? Like,
Not really.
bro, to spend 40K on that, you gotta make at least like $250,000.
Nah.
Dead ass. $250,000 after tax too.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's more important? Your health or the car you're driving?
Bro,
Do you need two cars?
no, I don't.
Okay.
But do I need 40,000 for my health every year? I can get it
Again,
cheaper.
the numbers don't lie. Simple example. I'm going to go back to athletes, right?
Yeah.
They're already gifted.
Yeah.
God bless them. Allah bless them, right? With that gift. Things that you and I will take 6 months to learn or to get good at, they get in a week, 2 weeks. They're already ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
But again, most of them waste that talent. But look at the guy who are in their almost late 30s, almost early 40s, still playing at a high level. Look how disciplined they are with the nutrition and the diet and the recovery. Therefore, they invest in their health. You have one body. You only have one. You have to take care of it. People will spend money on anything except their health. And that's my problem with training. That's why I don't like to train regular people. Or is that they don't value it. They don't value it. It's so cheap where they don't value it. People don't value cheap stuff.
Facts.
You know? But they don't understand that again, it's rare. It's hard to find a good trainer. Someone who knows what he's doing, teaching you the proper technique, the right way to perform the exercise, who's there with you throughout that journey. Most people don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they call themselves trainers, right? So, again, to find a good one, I always tell people, you find a good one that give you a result, that's be there for you, stick with it. Stick with that person. Or try to do your best to learn as much as you can from that person and move on. Me, I don't like people to stay around me forever. I want you to be independent.
Yeah.
That's why I like to teach. As we're doing this, I'm teaching you. And I stand back after 4 weeks, I stand back and let you and see what you do. I want you to be independent. Some people requires me for longer, like a year or two. Is the person I have 65-year-old, 67-year-old people, of course, I have to be there around. As long as they want me around them, I'm going to be there, right? Some people are too busy with their work schedule. They don't have time to remember, like, the name of the exercise. I have to be there. But average people, I don't need to be around you for more than 6 months. No.
What do you think about Ozempic?
I don't like it.
He helps you lose weight faster.
Huh?
He helps you lose weight faster.
And look at the latest study about those. You hear like our story about Ozempic. That thing suppresses your appetite. We were talking earlier about your metabolism. You have to be hungry. For example, I'm 42, turning 43 soon in September. I already know when I'm getting sick. How? I've been with this body for 42 years. I know my body. The first sign is me not being hungry. So if I'm not hungry, there's something wrong with me. And 2 days later, I'm sick. Either the flu or something. So Ozempic, why would I take something that suppresses my appetite? Yes, I'm going to lose weight. What am I losing? Am I losing body fat or muscle mass? Most people lose muscle mass. And muscle is your metabolic currency. Without muscle, you are nothing. The more muscle you have, the better it is for you. Muscle is where muscle is like a garbage bag. You put everything bad you don't need. Right? And as you get older, you lose muscle mass. Some studies say after 30, you lose 1% of muscle every year. So it's hard to gain muscle.
Okay.
Right? So why would I take something that, I don't think they have enough study on that. And so far, it's pretty bad. I have clients who are on Ozempic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
They stop.
Oh, it's not like a one-time thing?
No. Some people do it for a year, some people do it for 2, some people trying to live on it. And again, I'm not against it at all. I believe some people, if you have problem eating, if you can control your eating, I think one of those can help, again, for a short period of time. Because you have to stop that eating. Like I said, excess in anything become a problem.
True.
You know what I mean? So, yes, it's the same thing with working out. I don't want you to end the gym for too long or too short either.
Yep.
Just like I don't want you to sleep for 10 hours. I don't want you to sleep for 5 hours either. Find the sweet spot. Ozempic is the same. If you're 300 pounds, you want to lose some weight, and you like to eat, yeah, I believe you can do Ozempic. But get out of it. Clean your diet in the meantime. Get in the gym. Because you got to build muscle or maintain your muscle mass that you have.
Gotcha.
Because muscle is what? That's what helps you move. Make you better, make you stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know any skinny person with like 50 pounds of muscle mass who's strong. I don't know anybody like that. No.
Okay.
And again, muscle is very important as you get older to protect your joints.
Yeah. You need it.
So that's why you see people in nursing home, they are frail, they don't have muscle mass. But if they keep them in the gym, do under good trainer supervision, teaching them proper technique, proper body mechanic, they will get their independence. I have clients like this who couldn't even move.
Wow.
I have this 63-year-old woman. They messed up her shoulder. She was supposed to have surgery. She couldn't even sit down without and get up without holding onto something or someone helping her.
Wow.
After 6 months with me, no shoulder issues.
Wow.
She went to Europe by herself, carrying her carry-on, travel by herself, a backpack, a carry-on, everything. She's squatting now, playing with her grandkids. And that's the only thing she asks, Coach, I just want to play with my grandkids.
Wow.
Yeah, not only she's playing with them, she's competing with those kids.
That's amazing.
That's the beauty of strength training. But when you see me training her, you will say, oh, that's too much for her. No, you don't know. They sold you a lie. They told you all you need is walking. That's why you see the nursing home are full of people like this. I bet you put 5 good trainers in the nursing home, you put a little gym in there.
They'll be good.
Yeah. They will lose money because people will be independent. They will leave, but that's what they don't want you to do.
Wow. Man, good to know. Anything else you want to tell us that, you didn't say?
No, get in the gym. Control what you eat. Invest in your health. Don't be cheap. You have one life, one body. You cannot buy a new body. Sorry. If anybody got 2 good knees to sell, I'll buy them.
What happened to your knees?
No, I mean, I got quad tendonitis. I have a L4 herniated disc. Had surgery in my hip. I'm all broken, but I'm not stopping. I feel good, though.
That's good.
I feel amazing. I'm in the best shape of my life. Not body fat wise, because when I was 36, I was 6-7% body fat shredded. People love that look, but I felt bad. I felt like crap. Hormone was like out of whack, but now everything is good. I'm stronger than ever. I mean, I'm competing with, with kids. I mean, young men who are in the 20s pushing me.
Amazing.
Yeah, get in the gym.
All right.
Reduce your alcohol, reduce your drugs. Focus on the gym, man. One body, one life. Take care of it now, and tomorrow you're going to reap the benefit of it.